Picture this. You are down bad. You finally got the date. The vibes are immaculate. The banter is hitting and they look like a solid 10 out of 10. You head back to their place, you walk into the bathroom to freshen up, and there it is. The absolute grim reaper of romance. A single bottle of neon blue 3-in-1 soap that promises to wash your face, body, and probably degrease an engine block. And just like that, the attraction isn't just gone, it's deceased. It's buried. We're talking about the Micro-Ick, those tiny sensory nightmares that sends you running for the hills. Today we aren't sugarcoating it, we are diving into the brutal world of hygiene and scent theory. If you think a splash of water and some Axe body spray is enough to secure the bag in 2026, you are sorely mistaken. Let's clean this mess up. Welcome back to the channel. Look, I'm gonna keep it $150 with you guys today. We talk a lot about riz and communication skills, but none of that matters if your sensory game is trash. Biology doesn't care about your personality if your pheromones are screaming, "I don't wash my legs." We're seeing a massive shift right now. TikTok is flooded with smell maxing tutorials and people exposing their dates for having crusty habits. It's not just about being clean, it's about the aesthetic of hygiene. Today, we are breaking down the science of scent theory, why the clean girl or boy aesthetic is actually a survival strategy, and how to avoid being the person who gets roasted in the group chat for having fingernails that look like they have been digging for a treasure. Buckle up! The visual Icks, aka the crusty factor. Let's start with the visuals. Because eyes are the first line of defense, the number one thing trending on every ick list right now: fingernails, fellas. Listen to your pal here. If your nails look like you just clawed your way out of a grave, it's game over. There's nothing, and I mean nothing, that kills the mood faster than a jagged edge or that little rim of dirt underneath. It signals negligence. If you can't manage the tips of your fingers, how are you gonna manage a relationship? It's harsh, but it's facts. And let's circle back to the shower situation. The 3-in-1 soap debate is tearing the internet apart. Here's the deal. Buying a product that claims to be shampoo, conditioner, and body wash is efficient, sure, but it screams, "I do the bare minimum." In the modern dating market, effort is currency. When someone sees a bathroom counter with actual skincare, maybe a face wash that isn't also floor cleaner, it signals you have your life together. It's a subtle flex. It says, "I have respect myself enough to moisturize." You don't need a 10-step Korean skincare routine or a Sephora haul that bankrupts you, but you need the graduate from the products you used in middle school. The bar is on the floor. Folks, step over it. Scent theory and the smell maxing craze. Now let's get into the heavy hitter, scent theory. You've seen the TikToks, guys talking about smell maxing, layering 3 different colognes to create a signature scent that stops traffic. Here's the science without the boring lecture. Scent is the strongest trigger for memory. If you smell like their ex, you're cooked. If you smell like damp laundry, you're friend-zoned. But if you master scent wardrobing using different scents for different vibes, you become unforgettable. We gotta talk about the pheromone trend. You've seen those ads for Pure Instinct or Egyptian musk oils that claim to be sex potions in a bottle. Does it actually work? Or is it snake oil? Here's the tea. It's mostly placebo, but, and this is a big but, the confidence you get from thinking you smell irresistible, that's real. When you walk into a room knowing you smell like vanilla, sandalwood, and bad decisions, your posture changes. You make better eye contact. That's the attraction trigger. It's not magic chemicals. It's you feeling yourself. However, a warning to my heavy-handed sprayers out there: you want to be discovered, not announced. If people can taste your cologne before you walk in the room, you are doing too much. That's not attraction, that's a chemical hazard. The bedroom audit, where vibes go to die. Alright, we are moving from the body to the habitat now, because you can smell like $1,000,000, but if you bring someone back to a room that smells like stale pizza and despair, you fumble the bag at the 1-yard line. We need to talk about the navy sheet theory. I don't make the rules, but the internet has decided the dark navy sheets are a red flag. Why? Because they hide stains. It implies you aren't washing them. And the towels, oh my god, the towels. If your towel can stand up on its own because it's so stiff, burn it. If it smells sour because you have used it for 2 weeks straight, the ick has arrived. This is the clean aesthetic people are chasing. It's not about being sanitary, it's about sensory safety. When someone enters your space, it should smell like fresh linen, maybe a little cedar, or just air, not old gym socks. Wash your sheets weekly, buy a second pillow, it's the bare minimum. But in the economy, it's a luxury experience. Next up, the brutal truth about nose blindness. Here's the scariest part of this entire video. You cannot smell yourself. It's called olfactory fatigue or nose blindness. You are used to your own brand. You might think you are good, but you might actually smell like the inside of a warm backpack. You need a designated scent checker, a brutally honest friend who will tell you, hey, your breath is kicking, or that shirt smells like a wet dog. If you don't have that friend, assume the worst. Invest in a tongue scraper. Bad breath is the ultimate attraction killer. Rotate your deodorants so your body doesn't get used to them. And for the love of everything holy, wash your jacket. You've been wearing that same hoodie for 3 months. It has its own ecosystem now. Lastly, look, at the end of the day, hygiene and scent theory aren't about being vain, it's about consideration. It's about showing the other person that you care about the experience you are creating for them. You want to be the person they lean in closer to smell, not the one they recoil from. Fix the nails, ditch the 3-in-1 and find the scent that isn't middle school locker room. If this video saved you from a date disaster, smash that like button. It costs $0 and helps the algorithm find other people who need to wash their sheets. Drop a comment below. What's your biggest hygiene ick? Let's roast each other in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Stay fresh.